So.
What are we doing?
Alright.
Right, we're basically gonna talk about interDaF, which is a language institution in Leipzig University.
Yeah.
And why do you want to do it?
Well, I think that when I was researching speaking schools in Germany, there's just not a lot of information about really any of them except for Goethe. That's the big one. Goethe has a lot of information, but every other one has almost like nothing,
right.
Absolutely nothing.
But why didn't you go? Why didn't you choose that one?
Well, Goethe's more expensive than this one, so I mean,
okay.
I was looking for something a little bit more inexpensive, which this is definitely more inexpensive than Goethe.
But still kind of expensive.
Yeah, it's definitely still expensive. You know, I didn't look so much for even more inexpensive than this.
Yeah.
Did you find anything more inexpensive?
There's loads much more inexpensive. They're like 200 euros per month.
Really?
But yeah, they're like academies.
Okay.
So they're language institutions as well, and I know that there are like a couple more of them in Leipzig.
Okay.
Like
in Leipzig.
Famous ones.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're as good because this one's really renowned.
They're probably not, and like they're probably not associated with like Universität of Leipzig.
No, it's not. It's not.
Which this one is. So yeah, I think the point of this video is just to
inform people about it.
Because
there's like literally nothing on the internet except in the website.
except interDaF's website, and even interDaF's website.
It's not even like not all.
It's nothing.
It's not all the informations are right.
So I think me and I think you too, when we both came here, we were kind of just coming in blind.
I know, right? You just come and hope for the best.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. That's what most people here did.
I think that sucks though. I mean, it is good.
Yeah. So hopefully now we'll be able to inform some people.
It's like what do you call it? Flipped.
Opposite. I don't know.
It's like. It's like anyway. Well, so we have these things written down that we want to talk about. So the schedules after you actually get here in Leipzig.
Okay, so we can talk about the first day. Okay.
The first day is called Einschreibung, which means registration, right? You don't know it? You guess. And that's from 9 to 12? 9 to 12, so you can come any time in between. I thought I had to be there by 9. But
so you came at 9?
I came at 9, like punctual. I was really punctual. But then there's just lots of people then, because everybody thinks that they need to be there at 9, but we don't have to.
Yeah, with all their parents and stuff. So what was it? It was September 1st, right?
September 1st? I think so, yeah, the 1st of September.
1st of September, and then, you know, everybody who's starting the next round of classes
need to sign up for it.
Yep.
Basically.
So, you know, it's just a bunch of people, some with their, some alone, some with their parents, they're with
their parents?
Me, no, but a lot of people were with their parents.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I just awkwardly sat there.
Yeah, not talking to anybody.
No.
Yeah, so it's it'll be awkward, but it's mostly you know, kids like.
Yeah, and no one knows each other really. But there was like a big Spanish-speaking group that I don't know where they're from. Yeah. But anyway, that takes like 5 minutes to get done.
You kind of just
get informed of really basic things.
You give them like a passport-sized photo. They make you They make you like an ID card, kind of, and then you know they go. Okay.
But you're basically not a student. You're a 2B, which means like a trainee. So you don't get those benefits from the university.
Yeah.
You're just like.
Well, have you ever gone to the library?
I have. But that's free for everyone.
That's free just for anybody on the street.
I think so. I think so. Because I heard like even hobos can walk in and read. Okay. Basically, so like we're not privileged to use the library or anything. But you do get a discount for the tram ticket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So with the ID, you get some benefits, but not.
I say like one or two.
You're not a full blown university student.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they inform you of what they're gonna do, when the class starts and ends, and that's just about it. And they tell you that the class starts from 8 until 1:15 in the afternoon, which I didn't know because on the website it said it starts at 9.
Did it really?
Yeah. And when I heard it started from 8, I was like, oh my god, that's way too early. But we're doing it. It's not bad because it's not that long ago.
It's just like, regular school.
Yeah, that's true. And then on the next day, we do like this city tour.
That was the next day?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right the next day.
Mm-hmm. Well, first you go back to the interDaF building on Berliner Straße, and then we took a test, like a placement test to see.
Right.
Yeah, you don't remember.
But that was the next day.
That was yeah, because right after the test we took that.
Oh right, and he was the first one that tried to leave.
Yeah.
But he couldn't because they didn't let him. So don't try to leave.
You would normally think that after you finish the test they go.
Yeah.
Okay, like
me too.
Oh, Spoon, you can leave.
Me too.
But
I
was
like
no.
no, just stay there.
Okay, but yeah, you take your placement test. So like if you know absolutely no German, that's no problem. Just leave it blank and write. That's what I did. I just wrote my name on it. Some people are like writing a lot.
I know.
How do you know this? But no problem.
Yeah.
And then after that, they just tell you some rules or something.
Yeah, like safety rules.
I think, and then we went on a city tour.
City tour.
We walked.
We just walked.
We walked to the center city. Saw the university, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
There was nothing though. Like Frau von Zastro guided us, but she was I don't know. I felt bad because she was basically talking to like 2 people, and no one really listened to her.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Yeah, it was. You probably don't even have to do it if you don't want to.
That's true.
But you have to take the placement test.
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. And then, the class begins the next day. And that goes on for, I don't know, it depends on which class you take. We're in intensive course. So it lasts 2 months.
So I think if you're looking for the non-intensive course, I don't really know how those work.
Me neither.
Because I never really researched. So this is for the intensive course. So like 2 months at a time, 5 days a week, 5 or 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a class that starts at 8. We have one break at 9:30, and then I think when's the next break? 10:30? No, 11:30.
11:30. Yeah.
Yeah, 11:30.
For 15 minutes.
For the first break's half an hour, the second break's 15 minutes, and then we're done at 1:15.
Yeah. Genau. Ne? The class. How are the classes? What do you feel about the classes?
Classes. I think it seems like interDaF now is growing like a lot. All the teachers are telling us that
there's so many
people,
now.
so many students, like so more than just a couple months ago or a year ago.
I know.
So we have our first class. We had 16 kids.
By the way, why do you call people kids? Do you call me a kid? Like, hey, the Korean kid
from
my class? I'm not a kid.
You look like a kid.
You're a kid. Yeah. Anyhow.
Okay, but no, there are kids. What's the age? The average age?
There are lots of teenagers.
They're mostly teenagers, mostly right out of high school.
Mostly teenagers. And right now I'm the oldest one in class and I can't believe it. I'm 23.
And I'm the second oldest. And I'm 21.
Are you? Anyway. The average age I'd say is quite low because they come straight after high school to prepare for university. So just keep that in mind. Well, you don't need to, but
yeah, I mean,
just to inform.
It doesn't matter what age you are.
It really doesn't matter.
There's 40-year-olds, there's 30-year-olds.
Yeah, it literally doesn't matter.
It's the majority is teenagers out of high school.
Yeah.
That all will study eventually in somewhere in Germany.
University, yeah.
But our first class was 16 when we did Eins. It was 16 people in our class.
I think so.
And then when we jumped up to A2, now we have 14.
It decreased.
Mm-hmm.
And where are they from? Lots of students come from Cyprus or Saudi Arabia.
The biggest, at least now, and I'm sure it will always be like this, the biggest is Cyprus. The most kids, it's actually like phenomenal how many Cypriots there are. Our class alone is what?
4?
5 or 6? 5. 5, I think. But, I've talked to other kids, they have like 6 Cypriots in their class or 7.
Yeah.
And then next, probably Saudi Arabia.
We have 3, we had 4,
Mm-hmm.
but now we have... No, we had 5.
We had 5, yeah.
But now we have 3.
3.
And then the rest are... But there are lots of Japanese people as well.
They're just
not in
our classes.
And me from Korea, and there's one Chinese girl. 2 Americans now.
Not 2 Americans, but I think we're the only ones in all of interDaF.
Really?
Last class there was 2 more, but I think now they're gone.
You're like rare species.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so not so many Americans, a couple Koreans, and then just kind of like just random from everywhere else you can think of. There's a Colombian in our classes.
Yeah.
What else? What's another in our class?
And after the placement test, you get placed into your group. So we are in group 3 of
3 of 3
of the level within the level where we were placed into Gruppe 3. I think which is like for the people who absolutely have no knowledge.
Yeah, so like I left my placement test totally blank.
And I wrote.
You wrote something, but it was probably totally wrong.
Warum, was. I knew that, but the rest I had no idea.
Yeah.
So we had 3 groups, and the first one obviously was for the people who had some knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second less, the third the least.
But when it comes down to it, it doesn't really matter. You learn the same things.
Yeah, we're in the same level basically.
You have the same book.
But yeah, and the teachers, you get assigned 3 teachers. You have 1 main teacher and 2 other teachers. They come every other day or once a week. And I think you're stuck with them until B1, right?
If you manage to pass all the way to B1,
and the students as well, you go with them until B1, B1, if you want to stay.
Yeah, you keep the same teacher and you keep the same students as whoever passes stays with you. But the main teacher is on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays?
No, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I should know that I've been here for.
No, it's just that like these days, teachers went on holidays.
Yeah, it's been a little chaos lately.
Like I get confused all the time as well.
Holidays and stuff, but and then our second teacher, she comes twice a week, and then the third teacher, she
just
teaches.
On Friday.
She teaches in the first class, in the Eins class, she taught phonetics, along with regular German. So she would help you learn to speak correctly. Pronunciation.
I feel like I need more though. I did sign up for the pronunciation class, like the extra one.
But then you didn't pay.
Yeah, because no one informed me. What the hell?
It was just you and the Saudi Arabian kid, that signed up?
Yes, basically, I think so. So the rest basically had no interest.
Yeah, no. I didn't want an extra class. But you can, if you want.
Yes,
extra class,
yes.
they have some extra classes you can sign up for.
And it's not too expensive, I think. It's like
it was 25 euros or something, or 40 euros?
For one class?
The
whole thing?
The whole thing. It was really
50
cheap.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really cheap, but I think it'd be worth it.
For the amount of hours that they said that you'd be taught, I think it was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Like the euros per hour was good.
Yeah, it was. It was. So that's about the class. And maybe we can talk about the teachers. Like just about the teachers later.
Okay, if you want.
Yeah. Where is this thing located? interDaF. So there are two main buildings for interDaF. One in Berlinerstraße and one in Lumumbastraße, right?
Lumumba. Yeah, Lumumba.
That's for, yeah. Because I went there the first day.
You went to
on the registration day.
The first day? On accident?
Yeah.
You walked all the way there?
I took the bike, but there was no one there. There was
right.
like literally no one there, and there was like this one old man, and I asked him, yeah, I came for the registration for A1, and he was like so confused for like 10 seconds, and he asked me to give me the letter, and then I showed him, and I was like, okay, it's Berlinerstraße, you need to walk, and it only takes like 10 minutes, so I was like, oh shit.
That's right, because you've had already been in the city for
like more than 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And that's why I was so sure that it was that building, because my Nelly, my friend, she thought that it was that building. She didn't know about this one,
so
because
it's her
that's interDaF, that's what we call it. Her fault, but that's where she took the class as a university student. But, you know, obviously, that one wasn't for us.
And also, that reminds me, since you came early, I managed to get like a flight that got here on the right time, like the same day, so I'd never had to have a hotel or a hostel room. But if you do come early, you can't go into your accommodations
right
until the first day. So like, you know, you'll have to get a hostel room or
or just come like right on the day.
Yeah,
which some people did. I saw some people with luggages.
Yeah, no, a lot of people had luggage with them. I mean, I had my stuff with me.
On the registration day?
Yeah, I had all my stuff. So, Berlinerstraße is the main one for the interDaF.
For us.
For the intensive course of interDaF.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's located. It's a really good location. It's right at the main train station. It's
like a 5 minute.
5 to 7 minute walk. It's perfect.
Up north though. It's up north. What's that?
I think it's still recording.
Is it?
Alright, we'll have to edit it out if I go check.
No, you don't need to edit it. You can just go check and I can post. So it is up north, and there's basically not much here. And that's one reason that I didn't want to come to the dorm here. But we can talk about that later. Yeah. But like the location is really, really good actually.
Yeah. So
it's really close to the city center.
You know, like let's say you get a flight to Berlin when you come here, and then you have to get a train down to here.
Yeah, that's
it's
useful.
Perfect because you're not gonna be like walking forever with all your luggage to get to your the building.
Yeah.
It's a good place.
It is.
And then Lumumbastraße is maybe 10 more minutes walk from the interDaF building.
Here, yeah. Up north, near the zoo.
Zoo. Is it near the zoo?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Have you been there?
The zoo? I've been to the entrance of it.
Alright, well we'll go there next week.
Yeah, and we're...
For like, what's it called in German? Field trip.
Field trip. I don't know what it's called in German.
Oh, some Aktivität.
Schule reisen.
Alright, never mind.
Okay, so the classes have like every level class has 2 activities you do. First one was bowling and...
No, the first one we went to this place called Moritz Bastei, which is like this little club / restaurant within the university. How was that?
You were there too, right?
Yeah, I was there.
All the new kids go. So if it's like your second class you're taking interDaF, you're not gonna go. But so everybody that was new went, and
it's like a party.
Yeah, it was
they called it a party, but it wasn't a party.
It was free food, free.
Just that. It was free food. That was just about it.
But if you want to meet people, it's definitely good to go.
So did you meet anyone?
Me no.
I didn't mean anyone. I just ate. I went there to eat.
I heard, yeah, I went there for the free food, but I did hear another American speaking, and I was like,
Oh, right.
and I was gonna talk to her, but I never got a chance to.
Oh, sucks.
So definitely, you know, it's just a good place. And then the second trip was bowling,
Yeah,
and I think all Ein's classes go bowling.
I think
so, yeah.
maybe. But go because it's included in your
Mhm.
expenses.
Expenses.
Yeah, expenses.
Yeah, good English.
Right, anyway, back to the building. Back to
The building, yeah.
building here in Berliner Straße. It's fairly new. It's very, very new compared to the one in Lumumba Straße.
Yeah, the classrooms here are much newer, much nicer than
Yeah, definitely.
Lumumba Straße.
Definitely. And we've also got like this little imbiss cafe.
Cafe.
Cafe
Definitely
where they sell coffee, tea,
sandwiches,
hot chocolate, yeah, or
candy.
snacks.
And it's
And I
just,
go there all the time actually.
you buy a lot from there, especially since you live in the same building and you
No, I bought from there all the time.
do still? Since you moved back here?
Not as much, but I still do. I really like the Brötchen mit Ei. Have you tried it?
No, I'm too cheap, I would never.
Well, it is cheap, fairly, but I guess not as much as.
That's, you know, making
You
it food
just-
yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so that cafe is just on the bottom floor
Yeah.
in the same building. So, you know,
So if you're hungry or you need lunch,
during the first break, during lunch, you can go down and get it. There's usually a line. Like there's how many people do you think are taking classes in this building at one time?
that's hard.
Maybe like 150.
I have no
Maybe
idea. I'm
100.
so bad with estimating numbers.
Definitely more than 100, but less than 200 kids are here. Well, not all
There's
kids.
so many
people.
classrooms, right?
There's a lot of
so many,
classrooms.
like,
There's
lots of things.
3 floors of classrooms with like 5 rooms on each
Yeah,
floor, 6
yeah.
rooms on each floor. And each room has 10 to 15 people. So there's quite a few people at the same time learning.
Mm.
And these are all intensive
Are they?
people, definitely, yeah. I think the other classes, the non-intensive, I think they are in Lumumba Straße always.
Alright.
Maybe, possible.
Maybe. But we don't know. Yeah, we just know about our classes. Right. The dormitory?
Dormitory, okay.
We're in here. We're in there right now.
Yeah. So this is my room. And Jen.
And the door.
And the door behind us. And Jen lives on the same floor, just through the hallway into the girls' section.
Yeah.
But that was not always the case.
Why?
I think Jen had a VG. It's
VG.
VG, yeah.
Yeah. You can live somewhere else.
Yeah, you don't need to live in their supplied dormitory. So, okay,
Yeah, I used to live in a WG.
Jen used to live in a Wohngemeinschaft, which is just the word for like a sharing a flat with multiple people.
Flat share.
But
it really depends.
Yeah, you don't have.
You might not get into this dorm, right? That's one reason that
Yeah.
I didn't apply for it.
Mhm.
There are lots of reasons that I didn't apply for this one at the first place. That I ended up here.
Mhm.
It was so hard to get rooms.
If you want to live in the same building as the classes, then
This is the one, right?
then definitely apply early. Don't apply, just when there's a month to go. You probably won't get it.
There are other ones.
There's interDaF supplies three dorms, but so this one we're in right now is more like a dormitory. So we share a bathroom, we share kitchen,
shower.
and we share showers with 7 other people.
Yeah.
Well, 7 other boys on my side, 7 other girls on her side.
And upstairs there are 16 more people.
Mhm.
So there are 80 people in total.
But we have our own rooms and
Yeah.
all that stuff. The other dorms are Moderatov, which
You've been there, right?
I've been to both of them.
Ah.
Moderatov is
It's way down south.
Is it south?
It is south. And
Okay.
I think
southerly.
it's really far from everything.
So for tram, it takes 15 to 20 minutes
To get here?
to get here from Mordorf. And the dorms are a little bit different. They have each room, each like dormitory has 2 living rooms, and then so it's you and then your neighbor, and then you each share a bathroom and a kitchen. And then
So there's 2 people.
so it's just instead of 8 people like here, it's just 2 people. So
Okay.
it's a bit nicer. I think it's like 20 euros more expensive. It's
Yeah.
it's
and
nothing crazy more expensive. And
we
then
pay 220, by the way, a month.
we pay 220 a month, so they pay 220 also, so it's the same.
Alright.
And then the other one is it's near a place called Grunow Allee. It's exactly the same as Mordorf, except the building's a bit older. So I mean, I would definitely recommend Mordorf. It's nicer, newer floors, newer furniture.
But
and
you don't get
stuff.
to choose though.
You can choose.
Alright, you can check the preferences.
Yeah. So
But like there is no guarantee that you'll be assigned to that one, because I asked.
Really?
They were like, we will take it into consideration, but we can't guarantee you.
okay. Well, my advice would just be do it early.
Yeah, as early as
Email somebody and ask them if you can choose, since you're because it's if it's a month or 2 or 3 in advance, they might be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can choose either here, because it's extremely nice to wake up and just walk downstairs to go to class.
That's true.
I could wake up 5 minutes before class starts. And if you live in Mordorf, you have to
Get up at 6.
get up at 6. You have to pay for either a tram ticket, like a
or
monthly
you can take the bike.
monthly tram ticket, or you can buy a
And
bike and
work
take
out.
a bike. And just if it's winter, just remember it's cold in the morning.
It is. But one thing out here is that it gets a bit noisy outside. And I think in summer,
Okay, it'll be more.
oh my god. Because you need to keep the window open somehow in the summer, right?
Yeah,
And-
there is no air conditioning in here.
Huh?
There's
No,
there's no AC.
I don't think German people have air conditioning in their places. I don't think it's that often.
No? Did your VG have it?
Maybe. No. No, of course not. I don't think it's common for them to have air conditioning because it doesn't get as hot. But it was hot this summer. Right, it was super hot this summer.
Probably.
You don't remember, do you?
I wasn't here in the summer in Germany.
Oh, we were kind. It was September. It was September.
September. Okay, yeah. When we got here, it was very
It was
hot.
very
It was
hot.
hotter than I expected it to be.
But yeah, that's one thing about here. Like the bad thing is that it can get a bit noisy because it's right next to the street, and also, if you don't like running into people, it might not be a good idea.
What do you mean, like seeing the same people every day?
No, I mean like if you can't stand running into people on the hallway or in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's definitely more. It's more social.
Yeah.
You're going to be seeing your neighbors. Like showering. No.
Wait. Do you lock the door of the
No,
shower?
I don't lock it.
You don't, right?
There's 3 showers.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. So at first, like when I got here, I
Yeah.
left the door open.
Yeah,
But-
I always leave it cracked.
No, everyone.
They lock
locks
it.
Yeah. So because I thought like people could come in while I was taking a shower.
Yeah, exactly. There's 3 showers, so that
No, it's just one.
logically 3 people could take a shower.
Yeah,
at
that's
one
one
time.
of the first time. Like
Mm-hmm.
but it's just one at a time
For you guys.
for us.
Okay. That's not how we do it.
That was really funny because I kind of left the door open like this and someone closed it.
Really?
I was like, oh.
I always leave it cracked, just in case
I guess it's
somebody wants
different,
to
like-
brush their teeth or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But yeah, you're gonna be seeing people, and then
Yeah.
in the kitchen, you have your own cupboard that you can lock. You have a section of the refrigerator, and then you have a small freezer to put any frozen stuff you want in. For me, it's more than enough room for all my food.
Yeah.
Do you run out of food, or do you run out of room for your food?
But we have other copies, right? Cupboards
yeah.
in which I wasn't assigned, and they're full of other people's food.
Like underneath?
Yeah, underneath and everywhere.
Oh, so
because
you're saying-
we just have so much food. There's so much ingredients.
Yeah, the girls' side is
Yeah.
much more
It's
busy than our side.
It
And
is.
then you don't need to buy plates or pans or pots or anything like that.
We need to.
Girls maybe, but for the guys,
It's fine.
we
We should.
they're just there. I think just from the years of people leaving them and not not taking them with them just keeps piling up.
Yeah, so yeah, if you aren't too sensitive about everything, I think it'd be fine to live here. And also, yeah.
You can't beat having class right underneath your, like, you know, walk down the stairs and then you have class. That is so nice.
That's the best thing. And then after class, you can just come up right away.
Yeah, after class, the same thing. As opposed to having to take another tram all the way back. And then the tram ticket costs
53
euros a month with your student ID.
Student ID, oh my god. I feel so discriminated. I mean, we pay much more than the regular students. What the hell?
I mean, the regular students, it's basically free. I think just like a small fee or something.
They pay nothing.
But yeah.
Speaking of the fee, how expensive is it?
Speaking of the fee, nice segue.
The course is 1,230 euros for 2 months.
For 2 months.
Oh my god. I haven't told my parents yet because I was gonna tell them on Friday because we need to pay by Friday. But then I asked them to, you know, kind of wait for me. But then I realized that my parents went on a trip to China. And I didn't want to talk about sending me money when they were having fun. And my dad was like, "Hey, we're in the business class or whatever." He just sent me pictures, but yeah, they're coming back on Sunday, so I should be able to ask.
Yeah, if they send it on Sunday, then they'll get it here by Monday, and they won't even know.
They won't be able to send it on Sunday though, because we need to go to the bank.
On Monday.
On Monday.
Oh, yeah, banks aren't open on Sundays usually.
No.
So yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. But, I mean.
So yeah.
Is it worth it? I would say it is, but I've never taken a cheaper speaking school. So
but it's the only one,
kind
right?
of biased. In Leipzig?
Like German language school.
In Leipzig.
No, in your life.
This is the first anything speaking school I've ever taken. So you know, I can't talk about the prices and the goodness of other classes. You?
I know like the other really famous one is a private institution called Capito, I think. That's in Münster.
Okay.
But it's much more expensive.
Okay.
But it's renowned. I don't know why.
Everything's renowned.
And yeah, lots of Korean students go there.
Okay.
So I don't know, it depends, but I think it's really worth it. Like the teachers are they're super competent. Don't you feel that?
No, the teachers definitely know what they're doing. They're not, you know, they're hired, you know.
And they have lots of experiences, you can tell.
Yeah, the people they hire are definitely experienced. And
and they're really organized. They're very patient.
Yeah,
and
it works. Like we've been here for 3 months. 3 months in.
Yeah.
In like
and
what?
Everything's taught in German, so like literally everything.
I think the first day, they speak a little bit of English, just to talk to you. But then basically from like the first week on,
like we learned that we need to just try to talk in German.
It's just
class.
German.
Because at first, you just say it in English and expect them to accept it, but
so
auf Deutsch all the time.
If you're like me and can't speak another language, never tried to learn another language, don't be too afraid,
Yeah, like you eventually pick things up.
You have to. You learn it. Like I said, we've been here for 3 months, and like I think we've learned quite a lot. I'm happy with the amount that I'm progressing.
We really gotta speak more German with each other, right, in class.
Yeah, definitely a tip. Find a German friend or
or just like even with the classmates, just try.
Or find a friend that doesn't speak English, and then you can just you have to speak German with them then.
That is true. With Chen?
It's like with Chen. But I would say like 95% of the kids in this school also speak English. Maybe even more than 95%.
Yeah, but we still gotta try. Try to get the most out of it.
What else do you...
If we fail, we gotta take it again. The class, the whole thing. Because I thought before that we can just take the exam somehow.
just take the exam multiple times until you pass?
Not multiple times, but like I thought we get at least another chance.
Another try. No.
Seriously, it's
Yeah,
it's a lot of effort, a lot of money, and you don't expect them to just ditch you, but they do. So we gotta study. You've gotta study.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like if you
it's really the pace is super fast. To be honest.
I mean, it's an intensive course, so it's fast.
Lots of new words every day. Lots of at least one.
One what?
Grammar.
Yeah, usually every day we learn a new
grammar.
something new in grammar. That's the hard part. You know, you can memorize words fairly easily. But
yeah, that's true.
The grammar is difficult.
Oh my God, it's killing me.
But then we can talk about the final exam at the end. I think that's important.
Right.
So after the 2 months is almost over. After the 2 months are almost over. Gosh, I'm losing my yeah, after they're almost over, you take a final exam and you have to pass it. And if you do pass it, you can go to the next level. If you don't pass it, you got to take the same level all over again. It consists of a speaking portion, a reading portion, a grammar portion,
listening, and writing.
So 5 portions.
Which one do you find the hardest?
I think grammar for me is the hardest.
Yeah, that's true.
But then...
That's true, I get really nervous because we don't get to use our dictionary, whereas for all the other ones, except speaking, you get to use your dictionary. So, you know, I have something to fall back on if I don't know a word or the article or a phrase. But as for the grammar, you just gotta do it raw. So you need to be the most prepared, I think.
And then the speaking portion is you get like a certain time to go to the class, and then for 5 or 10 minutes you're in a room with your
2 teachers.
We were with our normal teacher, and we were with
normal teacher. The other was the abnormal one.
And then the other one was just the one we never had her before. She wasn't our teacher. She was just there to collaborate with the other teacher.
How do you say?
Score. To grade.
Yes, to grade. I'm losing my English.
And then you pick out a card of on the desk. And
so they're the themes.
Themes. And then whatever you get,
you need to talk about it. What did you get? I had to talk about my room.
Your
so
room.
basically my room in
that would have been easy.
But I didn't want that one because it's too boring. I had lots of other things to talk about, and if I got something else, I think I would have gotten a higher grade.
You already got a good grade. You got like in the 90s.
Which one? The
Speaking.
I did, but I could have gotten more. Okay. What about you? Which one did you get?
I got food in my home country.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not an easy one, but you did do it in class.
I practiced in class, but it hardly helped.
But were you prepared?
Was I prepared? I could have been more prepared, not really.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Study.
Well, you should.
But I passed. That's all that matters.
That's true.
So then...
That's it about the test, really.
Yeah.
Writing. Well, you will get informed about all of this, and you do get to practice constantly with the teachers throughout the days.
Yeah, I think if you fail, it's kind of your fault.
Yeah, because they want you to pass.
Yeah, they definitely do all they can to help you to pass.
Yeah, we gotta do our homework. Like our teacher was like, you need to do your homework.
Which is
in which lots of students actually don't. But in order to make the best out of it, you at least gotta do the homework. It doesn't take that long. I didn't do it yet.
For this weekend?
Yeah.
I started it, which is surprising because I never start my homework early.
It's not too much this weekend.
I usually wait for Sunday night.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but this is, it's like school, so you get homework every night, you get essays to write, you get, essays like 100 words, 120 words now that were only in the beginning. But yeah, you gotta do it.
Do what you got it.
What else would people be interested in?
You wanted to talk about Leipzig.
Yeah, we can talk about the city itself.
How long have you been talking though? When did we start?
I can add all the videos together if you want.
Right now?
I can pause it and then...
No. Just go ahead. I don't think it's been that long. Not even an hour, really.
I think maybe like half an hour.
Really?
That's what I think.
Okay, that's good. We can talk about it.
Okay, so the city itself is what, 500,000 people. I think it's very nice. What do you think about it?
It is, but like everybody's been talking to me about how nice it is. So when I got here, it's like, it's alright. Because people were like, oh, it's an amazing city with, you know, vibrant atmosphere, lots of artists, lots of parties, lots of different things. I mean, in which case there are, but, you know,
well,
you gotta have some friends
it's
though.
not Seoul.
You gotta have some friends if you wanna do those things, I think. But yeah, it is nice to live in. And it's not too busy, not too many people.
I think the best part is that it's not so busy. It's 500,000 people, so you'd think it'd be a little bit busy, but it's really not. There's no... There's not a lot of traffic, like there's no traffic. There's,
right, and
you know,
lots of people just take the bike, especially students.
a lot of bike riders. I think out of most German cities, it's one of the biggest for biking.
Yeah, Münster's the biggest.
Okay.
Like, but then it's too much. Like there are too many bikes. But here, I think it's just about. It's alright. Just in the city centers, there is Fußgängerzone. How do you say that?
Like walking paths.
Yeah, where you cannot take the bike, and there are lots of people there on the weekends. But it's really small, so you can basically go everywhere by foot in the city center. So that's not a problem.
And I mean, there are a lot of college-age students because of the big university here.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know how many people are enrolled in that university?
I have no idea.
I don't either, but it's gotta be a lot.
A significant percent consists the population of Leipzig. I speak like some, yeah. But yeah, how many percent though? 30, 40?
40% of Leipzig?
30?
No.
Should be.
I
It's a
will
student
Google.
city.
Leipzig.
Pause.
28,275 students. So that's like 1%.
What? Oh, in the
In the university?
university.
What were you asking?
Like just students in general, like us.
Oh, no, it's not 30%.
Are you a student
You're
even?
crazy. Am I a student?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Technically not.
Never mind.
Yeah, but you hardly are either.
I am barely hanging on to my student.
Title.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm still a student. Otherwise, what would I say? If they ask me what I'm doing here. Just that you're learning German, right?
Yeah, I'm just here to learn German.
Yeah. What else do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of a lot of ideas.
Well, there's lots to talk about. But then it'd be like kind of about us. Like
Yeah.
why and
That's
why. Yeah, that's true.
Let me pause this and we'll see how long we've been going for.
Don't pause it.
I shouldn't have done that because now the camera
I
is
know.
not where it was. Why didn't you tell me to not do that?
I did tell you. I did tell you. So.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think if you have found this video from Googling or YouTubing
Or wherever.
about
On the
interDaF,
street.
just if you still have questions, we will answer anything.
Yes. Do you think anyone will watch this?
Maybe. I mean, like.
I hope so.
If somebody-
because
if
if
somebody
someone's
made-
curious,
Yeah.
like if it was us, if it were us,
Mhm.
I would have definitely found that
Yeah,
useful.
if somebody made this video 4 months ago when I was, or 5 months ago when I was looking up,
yeah, it'd be so much
I would
useful.
be definitely. I would probably ask some questions too.
I know, right?
Yeah. We couldn't have been the only people who tried looking it up and couldn't find anything.
No. That's
has to be
true.
more.
Unless you're school, you get scholarship. You've got no choice but to come here anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you have any questions, just ask. Is it going on YouTube?
Yeah.
The comment. Use the comment section.
Or message
Or message.
you,
Yeah.
because it'll be on your channel.
Yeah, we can. We can put it up there. Fertig.
Fertig.
And
Danke. Ende.